Hello all and welcome back to HighPriest Reacts to Volume 7, Chapter 2, A New Approach. And we are getting haggard looking Ironwood in the thumbnail. Right, so, okay, things to address. First, I still haven't even finished the dispute for the copyright block on the last episode, so... Eesh. It's partly my fault for posting it so late. These things can take 2 or 3 days, so that's normal. And I waited a bit too long because I was experimenting with doing some stuff on the editing side. I really didn't like it and just stuck with what I've got from the footage. But right. What else? Okay. So, several things. There's a thing that went around briefly in the fandom about, shippers driving a, girl to suicide. I'm just gonna say it. It's a hoax. People have already done enough for poking at it to prove it's a hoax. The fact that the moment someone even starts putting the slightest bit of scrutiny over this, all the accounts associated with this, including the dead girls, vanished. Real suspicious, right? Yeah. Two. Yeah, so just addressing that. In case you haven't heard of it, or if you have heard of it, but only from the guy who posted, from the one guy who posted the video. I don't remember his name. I thought I did, but then I realized, wait, no, is that not his name? Whatever. A guy posted a big video on it, making a big rant. Yeah, one of the standard RWBY critics who, as usual, but does no research, spreads massive amounts of misinformation and lies about the show in order to justify their hatred of it. Like I always rant about. 2. What was this other one? Right, yeah. My big rant. I did not pay much attention to the episode around those periods of times. I'm sorry. I feel like I'd finally gotten closure, and that was the word I was looking for last time. Closure. What went down was Penny in Volume 3. Also, I was feeling Max smug over the people, even though the people I just complained about are still spreading the lies of, oh, RT said she was dead for good. She wouldn't come back. Even though no one's ever been able to actually produce a quote for that. Ever. Sure. Some of my guesses towards how she'd be brought back were a little off. I assumed Seal had gathered her parts or something. Not, she'd been left to sit in the stadium till they floated back. Seriously. What the fuck? I suppose once you got the force fields back online, it would probably be fairly safe, as long as you didn't have a crowd full of fear-filled people. Right. So yeah, I missed a lot of that, and I missed a lot of the OP, but to be fair, that was just because the OP was going rather quick. Still, I've seen some things, like, say, what John's hair looks like, and I'm like, God. People say he looks like, Karn? And I sort of see that. I mean, there's a reason why I refer to that hairdo as douche hairdo. John looks like a douche. They gave him douche hair. And Blake's hair, from what I understand, looks terrible in motion. I haven't gotten a good look at it yet, but if that's true, well, And it's like I said last time, I'll take 1,000,000 bad haircuts to have Penny back. Right. Other things. You can actually remember Penny's little dance she did at the dance? You see Pietro do it too. When he talks about the dancing shoes. Which is another sign of what's happening. Plus, we actually did see the back of his head, though it does look a bit different without the hat. I saw the signs with 0 days since nonsense. And well, I'm sure most of that has to have come from Penny, being the most wholesome thing in existence. And for Dad, if she's like anything like her dad, which she appears to be, he probably caused some of that nonsense too. Yeah. Also, that's the word I'm going to be using now. I'm not super familiar, up until very recently, I'm not super familiar with the word not wholesome. And yeah, it much better fits Penny. Especially now, since she appears to be a young woman in design rather than, a older teenage girl. Still, though wholesome also described her as before, just wholesome and adorable. Also, someone noticed in the OP that there's a scene where Penny, I'm going to have to see that for myself in a few moments, that where Penny has a love entrance scene in the OP, like you'd see for the main character's love interest in your standard anime, while the words love are said in the background. I have not been subtle about my nuts and bolts shippery. I'm taking what I can get. Also, there were some people complaining about it. Yeah, I did rewatch it a couple times afterwards. Next time, if I have a freak out like that, I'll make sure to actually rewatch it on screen. Because, so many little moments. That little hop Penny did back after, going, we will have to wait. Yeah, hop back from Ruby before saluting and flying off. I'm like, But yeah, people complain about how it wasn't a big emotional scene. But you have to understand, I understand what must have been Pietro and Penny's perspective. They had no reason to suspect that the others would think she was dead. She's a robot. If you were building a combat robot, let alone a robot daughter who's intended for combat, you do everything you could to make sure that, say, getting torn to pieces wouldn't be a guaranteed kill, or even likely. Yeah, also that they could survive better. From their perspective, they probably didn't even think about it, that the others would think that Penny was gone for good. Penny, I have a good feeling Penny didn't think about that, at least. Ruby, on the other hand, you can hear Ruby's on the edge of an emotional breakdown. It probably would have happened sooner, but she was tackled by Penny. That was such a great moment. And when she had a moment to process, she just was on the edge of a breakdown. They got interrupted by lots of stuff. Things happen very quickly in that episode. Every time it looks like there's a quiet moment for someone to begin processing anything, something happens. Up to, including getting arrested. Anyways. Yeah, that's about it for me. Anything else? Yeah. No, I don't think so. Let's get to this. Yeah, it looks like Oscar. I jumped the gun because that shade of green looks like Penny. That's disappointing. I've seen Nora and Ren's new outfit though. They look frickin' fantastic. I mean, Ren's always looking frickin' fantastic. And others have said, Nora's really leaning into the Queen of Hearts aesthetic, and I like it. And I don't know if people like it. It looks good. Ah, yes, the Aesop's, and yes, the pun. I'm going back because I want to see Blake's bad hair in motion. Oof. Oof. Hey, Blake's problem isn't that her hair is a bad haircut. It's that they've clumped her hair together and really, no, it looks, the way that looked, I mean, I think Ruby's hair has that problem just a touch, but it's more noticeable that it's just bad hairdo. Well, actually, no. The spiky hair actually, I think, does the exact opposite. And, yep, sending Watts out to do things. And Watts sending, Tyrion out to do things. Okay, seeing all the outfits like this in the video, and... Yep, there it is. Oh... That is going to be my freaking avatar on some sites. It is. Just, And I just point out, this was probably going to be the way, Penny's reintroduction was probably going to be exactly where they left off last season. And I'm gonna be honest, where they were originally going to, before they shuffled this into the start of this season. And all I can say is, I would have preferred that! Even if I didn't get any answers. Just as long as, you hinted that. Or, wait, no, if they didn't reveal that Penny was still Penny. Oh god. Never mind, I'd have to deal with all the arguments. But yeah, that's just great. But yeah, in motion, with exception of the douche of Ruby's hair, the douche hair on John, and Lake's hair. I think the outfit changes will work. An Ice Gigas. Is that somebody wielding Nora's hammer? Yeah, now that I'm actually taking time to watch this actually looks pretty great. Oh, hey, and here's that woman from the poster. And yeah, then even Crow got an outfit change. That bit right there looks freaking fantastic. I love it. Yeah. This entire shot, even if I'm not entirely happy with a lot of things about it, is so awesome and anime. I'm going to be adding this to my background folder, or my screensaver folder, right? Whichever. It looks great. I'm loving it. Well, not proof. And yeah, it's probably the staff. Yeah, sorry, just wanted to make sure we're not dealing with any technical issues. Nora's attempting to gnaw her way through. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a pretty solid low point for everyone here.
Where do you think they're taking us? I'm gonna go with jail.
I still can't believe that fishing pole guy took us out like it was nothing.
Welcome to Atlas.
Also, they've got a guy with a lot of good luck stuff on him. Pretty much the arch
You guys
nemesis.
had a run-in with the Aesops? Ironwood must really have a bone to pick with you.
Or
They're not that big of a deal.
Not that big of a deal? The Aesops are the elite of elite military hunters.
yeah, no, they look like assholes.
Personal attack dogs.
So they got you too, huh?
I wouldn't let myself get caught by them. I'm here because I've been speaking out against Atlas's exploitation of Mantle, and General Ironwood is trying to silence me.
You threw a brick at her ship.
If people talking about our cause.
Our cause?
Yes, the fight for better conditions in Mantle, led by the charismatic, talented, lovely Robin Hill.
Robin
and her
Hill.
happy huntresses. They were all top Atlas graduates who could have signed up for the military.
What?
Robin and the huntresses chose to stay in Mantle. She's gunning for a seat on the Kingdom's Council, and when she gets it, she's gonna put an end to Ironwood's tyranny.
Happy huntresses.
Is that their real name?
Don't you think tyranny's a little dramatic?
Easy to say for a schnee heiress living comfortably up in Atlas.
But she hasn't anything. Oh, I guess she went into Diana's. So yeah, Ironwood's probably found out immediately and is having them take it straight to him. Excellent. Yeah, Aesop's fable, yeah.
Don't let that fool you.
Yeah.
This isn't the police station.
Yeah!
It's
Atlas!
Atlas Academy.
This is straight to Ironwood! You should trust your Ironwood more! The dude's a bro! I understand he looks very haggard, and that's one of the things I do think is a flaw in this episode. Everybody overreacted to Ironwood. Now, to be fair, lots of people did that in real life, too. I mean, there's people who thought he was trying to conquer other kingdoms instead of just closing the borders.
I guess we will be seeing the general. For better or worse.
So, what do we do?
I don't know yet.
Yes,
We should
stay.
be careful with what we say.
Ironwood's gonna be fine. He likes you guys. He might be a little annoyed about, not just coming straight to him. Because he's a bro like that. Yes, I like Ironwood a lot. Ironwood's flaw is that he cares too much. He's got problems. Especially with how haggard he looks here. Hey!
Here! Winter. Anyone want to give us a hand with these?
You have 10 seconds to take those off before I start hurting you.
Yeah, yay! Told you! And of course, Penny immediately back. I'm happy.
Come in.
I needed to pick me up again.
It's so good to see all of you.
Our reception didn't really convey that.
I sincerely regret how you were treated by my team. When a rogue airship entered our airspace, it raised some red flags. We assumed the ship was stolen.
Yeah, very right.
Okay, yeah.
You stole an Atlas airship?
And Penny's got a smile on her face because, hey, Ruby's there!
You might have been shot down. How unbelievably irresponsible.
Okay, hold on. I am having technical difficulties. Give me a moment. Okay, there you go.
I'm sorry I worried you. But we did what we had to do.
Completely diffusing the lecture bomb.
But I cannot believe that you allowed this to happen, Crow.
You try stopping these kids when they have their minds set on something. Speaking of which, we have some important information for you that's confidential.
Oh, is it about the relics? Or perhaps the Winter Maiden?
Well, I mean, obviously, Winter knows, but Penny knows.
Told
Yes.
them?
Well, Penny is absolutely trustworthy. So it
Did
got
you
brought
really
straight in.
think you were the only one who got to work on a new plan after Beacon? With Ozpin gone, I needed my own team of people I could trust.
And Penny is
So yes,
absolutely
I told
trustworthy. That
The
smile.
Aces
Oh!
Which is why I'm so glad you're here.
Best Dadaru continues to be the best Dadaru.
Until now, I believed it was impossible to truly turn the tide against Salem. Oz has pushed her back, has kept victory out of her claws, but she will keep returning, stronger and stronger. Unless we destroy her.
Yeah, about that.
But what about the Atlas relic?
You mean the Staff of Creation?
Yeah.
It's safe inside the vault.
And the Winter Maiden?
She is secure and in stable condition.
That's
Stable
it.
condition. What does
She's
that...
not exactly a spring chicken.
She's an old lady and probably on life support.
I know how this all looks. Recalling my military, the embargo, I probably don't seem the most trustworthy right now.
Then why continue it?
The people of Mantle are hurting.
I needed to ensure Salem couldn't infiltrate Atlas, and I wanted my military
Do it.
here, protecting my people.
But it's not protecting them. It's making everyone hate you.
It's a price I'm willing to pay.
Yeah, he just looks so tired, man. Someone just give
Just
this
as you
man a
all have been
hug.
entrusted with the knowledge of Salem's existence, I need you all to trust me. I have a plan.
Right, so,
Aspen believed the best way to fight Salem was to do so in secret. Whether that was the right choice or not isn't for me to say. But we find ourselves in a position of...
well,
need.
you're about some
A new
information you
approach.
need.
And what do you suggest?
I'm loving this. Just, oh,
That's Amity Coliseum, where the Vital Festival is held?
Indeed. When Beacon fell and everyone on Remnant lost contact with one another, I knew our current system was outdated. Amity was built to bring the nations together, and it will serve that purpose once again.
turning it into a weapon. Or, he's turning it into a
Great.
communication
We're not
tower.
going to just replace Beacon Tower. Building a new tower on top of Amity Coliseum will re-establish global communications.
By launching the tower high into
And
the
you all
atmosphere,
doubt!
scientists believe we can create a sort of satellite out of reach of the Grim and capable
Yes!
of maintaining global communications.
People
even
shit
before
talk
the
them, but they have
tower.
binding solutions.
But
Ironwood's plan isn't to bring war. It isn't brute force. Iron Man is smart. I said Iron Man. Ironwood is smart. He's going for a peaceful solution. He's turning this symbol of unity into an actual unit of unity. That's brilliant. And Watts is going to fucking sabotage it, but goddamn it, that's brilliant. That's great. Watts is probably on the one of the people making it. Goddamn it. But never doubt goddamn Jimmy. Okay?
is great.
James, you don't need the entire military for this.
I will for the next part, where I finally tell the people about Salem.
Yes, okay. See, that's the part that's not going to guarantee to work out great. So, and the irony, of course, is that there are a lot of people out there in the fandom who shit talk Ironwood and Ozpin, who would probably be all for this, but because Ironwood's an authority figure, and as you know, these people have some sort of vile need to demonize every authority figure in fiction, they're going to still going to find a way of, they're going to twist themselves into knots trying to make Ironwood look bad for doing this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I actually think this is a dumb idea, but these people say it would have been a good idea, well then going back and forth on it and saying it's a bad idea.
So that's why you withdrew your troops. To handle the panic that will break out in Atlas.
Yes, panic is inevitable, and panic brings Grimm, but I believe we are ready. Once Atlas has come to grips with fighting,
Everything up to this point was a brilliant idea. And this part, the thing is, lots of people in real life came up with this solution. I mean, it's still dumb.
But Atlas is
It might have had a valid point if you could defeat Salem, but that's the thing, she can't be beat.
Trying to hide the
She's
truth from the
undefeatable.
world will eventually kill us all.
There's one problem with that.
Oz spent his whole life, many lives, keeping this secret.
I know. But since Beacon, things have changed. Without him here to guide us, all I can do is use my best judgment.
About that. You just noticed.
Actually, Oz isn't completely gone.
Did no one tell him about the reincarnation thing?
Oscar here is the next Ozpin.
Oz?
Nope, he's shut up in there.
I'm so glad you're here. I didn't think you...
Not quite. He's kind of, gone at the moment.
That's not normal.
Yeah.
How did he...
We don't know. We were in a train crash, and ever since, well, suddenly Oz wasn't there anymore.
They're not even telling it. They're not telling a secret.
It's the worst news yet.
Oh, this is gonna set entire people on fire with rage. Because everybody, it's been lying. Even people in the universe lying about this, even though it's a fucking very smart thing to lie about. In this case, I'm actually on the rare occasion where I think this is a good idea to tell Jimmy. Because, it's probably the only thing the best thing that'll stop him from blabbing to the rest of the world. Is he going to take it well? God, no. But James is a good guy, and as long as you all are all there to give him, immediately give him a big group hug, especially Penny and Winter, because, they're his closest confidants. Heck, even a hug from Pro, of all people, might help. He might be able to take it. The dude's stressed as fuck, though. I can understand why Ruby's instinctually goes with it, because despite what certain people say, need to know is a thing.
Did you learn anything from him about the relics before?
He told us the lamp can answer 3 questions. But all the questions were used up already.
Oof. Oof. Double oof. Oh, God. God damn it, guys. I won.
Ozpin told us that, too. Once upon a time. At least we have you, Oscar. You're safe here in Atlas. Maybe together we can figure out how to bring Ozpin back.
Thank you, sir. I mean, General. Ironwood?
Oscar's super hot. I can actually sympathize who usually, and he trusts it right back with Ruby.
You're giving it back to me?
See, this isn't one of the things I will say is an actual writing problem here. Distrust towards Ironwood. Ironwood is a bro. The only reason he's going to blab everything is because he thinks that you can beat Salem. On the other hand, I can see I can sort of see the logic. Ruby's the only character in the show who didn't actually blame Ozpin for his lies. She wasn't pissed at him for anything. She's not like the others. She understands and has seen what that information can do to people. Why need to know is a thing. But the continuing distrust for Jimmy, even though this man is trustworthy as fuck, is getting to me.
After what happened with the Aesops, I don't want you to think I'm keeping anything from you. Especially something as important as this.
Oh!
For the time being, I think it's safest with the people who...
Yep, super trustworthy. And this is a secret she's gonna have to keep from Penny, too, because she clearly trusts Ironwood. Oh! That's actually gonna be a lot of conflict there.
We're here to fight Salem and...
I think it's not the best winning thing, because I think telling these
you're all on board.
three is smart. but I can sort of see the logic behind it.
Tell us how we can help.
Good. Because getting the Amity Tower ready to launch won't be easy. But first, I think we need to get those weapons of yours up to our standards.
Remember, this is
Also, Penny's outfit is clearly taking designs from Ruby, so and Ruby's current outfit clearly takes some design from Penny.
Alright, cut the chatter. I'd like to sincerely apologize for the miscommunication down in Mantle. We didn't intend to.
So bad, honestly. If we had known who you were, we'd be laughing over a hot.
Okay, so yeah, they're not that bad.
I mean, you could have asked us some questions first.
Questions are for the weak. But we're all on the same team now. Not that I'm happy about it.
I like her! The Sundray Wolf guy,
Exactly why I'm looking forward to seeing what you kids can do.
Not everything's a competition, Hare.
Come on, let me show you around campus.
And Penny. You ray of sunshine, you.
I meant it when I said it was good to see you again.
Yeah. You too.
See? Yeah, see? I'm going to, they are just going 100% with everything I've said. You shouldn't be acting this way towards Ironwood because he's a bro. Why are you doing this, man? Ironwood don't deserve this. You're just distrust. He's a good guy. He likes you. Ironwood's fatal flaw has always been that he cares too much.
So that way's the cafeteria, and that way's the training rooms.
Yes.
And over there are the
I'm loving this.
This all looks great, Penny. But where are we staying? Remember, you're in Atlas now. As the most well-funded school on Remnant, every team at Atlas Academy gets their own room. And if that wasn't enough...
So we're staying in the dorms?
It'll be just like Bacon again!
Penny, you are, I've said it before, I'll say it again, you are a ray of goddamn sunshine. I love that. See, make much more thorough this time. Fucking Watts. Watts! Don't shout that face, I know who that is. I'm not stupid.
For the last time, a singular hideout makes us more susceptible to discovery.
But what if we're seen? What if we're recognized?
We stay mobile.
Okay, so he's not part of that, or he is infiltrating the city.
While cybersecurity has been stepped up in Atlas, as usual, none of the code was updated in Mantle.
God damn it. Everything up until Tell Salem was... I know I'm going over and over again, but everybody doubts Ironwood, even amongst the fandom. Not I, of course. He has been a bro, a consummate bro, this entire time, and he does not deserve this.
It should be. I helped write that code, after all.
Yeah, that's not the problem. Yeah, that shocking twist. Seriously, turning it into a satellite. Into a pseudo satellite. Not a true satellite, but so high up in atmosphere that even the Grim will have trouble fucking getting to that shit. You arm it properly, and no Grim will go after it. And unlike in the real world, if you attach a giant goddamn bound-busting laser to this satellite, the rest of the planet's not going to go, I don't trust this. This is Remnant. The kind of place where you can march your army up and people will go, oh god, what do we need protecting from? Oh. That was a great episode. I am loving the show. I loved it before. I love it now. Flippin' fantastic. Like I said, even with my complaints there, I do think it's a little bit stupid that so many people are being distrustful. But on the other hand, I can sort of see it, and there's a lot of people in real life who have this paranoid reaction to Ironwood. Ha 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 ha. Let's actually check out the comments. Ha ha. Wait, what? Hold on, someone said he placed a bug on Crow when he gave him that hug. I'm rewatching the scene in silent mode. There was no bug. He's not bugged Crow, guys. People are saying he bugged Crow. No, he was just giving the dude a hug, goddammit. Also, I forgot about it. There was an atlas. There was this neat little atlas brochure they made. That tail wag. No. Not like I like you or anything, baka. This episode was great. Ironwood was everything I said it would be. Great. Colbro. Penny continues to be a ray of shining sunshine, and I will literally take even just a few seconds. Like, you told them? Well, I mean, it's obvious he told Winter. He trusted Winter a lot in the last one. The only reason he'd asked her to leave because you guys weren't keen on it. Like, true. Winter seems trustworthy. And Penny is one of the most wholesome beings in existence. You don't think she's trustworthy? God damn it. Guys, even seeing Watts and Tyrion was good. I mean, it's bad, but it's enjoyable. And, yeah, they set us up, thought to like the Aesops, and then they give them all actual likable personalities under there, and that hug with Crow, and I love this show. I love it so much. I cannot wait to get back to the others. Get back to all the other people and talk with them. This is, by talk I mean glow, because so far that's what I'm 2 for 2 this season, and I feel great. And plus, I really do legit want to see people's reactions. If people actually stay consistent and start going, maybe I was wrong about Ironwood. I mean, I'm going to say it. I agree with Osmond, keeping her secret, even if she wasn't unbeatable. Telling clearly, sorry, my throat. Even if she wasn't unbeatable, she's clearly hard enough to beat that just telling the entire world isn't an option. Also, I don't trust most of the world. Ironwood's grow, but we know what happened with the maidens. And, oh god, what if somebody thinks that you should just reunite the Relax before humanity's ready? That's not good. don't think Vanny will ever be ready, but I don't think that's something Osmond will ever jump the gun on. I think he'd need definitive proof that we'd get a pass to the gods and they wouldn't be assholes. And I just don't think that's going to happen. Whereas, I don't think anybody else would have that standards. And, I actually do want to see a conversation between all the characters and Ruby, because she just did what they got all pissed at Osmond for. And here she is, instinctively going to bat and hiding his secrets. Just like they got all pissy at him for. Meanwhile, Ruby, like I said last season, I'm feeling great on this, on my Reed's character, only really cared about the current information. What did they mean by you can't beat Salem? Once she got that pertinent information was, she's repositioned to helping everybody survive, doing what needed to be done. Ruby is clearly the one person in this entire setting who can actually understand at least so far, who can perfectly understand Osmond's decision making. Or at least not perfectly. She's the closest to Timgos. She's one of the few people who could actually be trusted about this. Not the others. If it wasn't for the apathy, I think the others might have ditched. If the others were feeling much more doubt, DNR might not have recovered, and yeah. It's a good episode. Well, hopefully by the time I'm done with this, the next episode, my last episode will finish disputing, and I'll know the answer. Until then, and hopefully, I'll be able to see you all next week. Oh wait, no, they did a joke, a live action version of it. I'm gonna have to watch that next. Then,